lately our days has been slow and simple, but yet so full of nature's magic. We're enjoying a lot of time outside because this is summer. We're in full bloom of summer, and I love this time of year when you wake up and it's so warm and you go to bed and it's still warm and it's so nice. Hi everyone, I thought I'd just introduce myself to you all because I don't know if anyone really knows me. Anyways, my name is Anne and I have two little daughters, Elva and Summer, and they spend the days with me, and we just love living life, and I am really passionate about parenting in a not modern way, meaning I'm very passionate about the indigenous way of parenting from these Asian indigenous communities, not only communities around the world, but also specifically the book that I read a few years ago called The Continuum Concept that really just changed my life. Oh my goodness, it's a must read for all parents, or parents to be, in my opinion. And it just made me think so differently about our children, about me, about my life. And I can't wait to share more about this book and my knowledge, and not only the book, but also my experience with trying to put the knowledge into work in real life in modern world, because that can be really challenging, as this book is taking place down in the Amazon tribe, which is a complete different life to a modern day life. One thing that has been on my mind a lot lately has been helpfulness with my children. And the other day, out of the blue, Elva, my oldest, without me seeing it, she just cleaned up the whole living room by herself, swept up the floor in the living room and told me, "Anne, come look at this." And I saw that she'd cleaned up the whole living room and it was a mess. So that was amazing. And that's why I thought I gotta make a video about this, because this is just amazing. And it's something that really just is lost in a modern world. At least we're not valuing helpfulness in our children, because really all children have an innate desire to want to help the family. That's really what they want to do. They don't always want to play with toys. I mean, that's what we kind of give them, the idea that that's what they're meant to be doing. You know, we give them all these toys and tell them go out of our kitchen so that we can work and get stuff done. But really, that's kind of telling them that they're not really allowed into our world, which is making them less helpful. And they're not just gonna think over the years that, okay, I guess that's not a part of my life. My part is to play and not to be a part of helping. And that's why I'm just so inspired by the way they do it in the tribes, where the kids are involved. They are allowed to be a part of the family. And I try to open up my work every day. Like, I try to let them, if they want to help, I let them. And it's really just as simple as that, because they really want to help you. But it's messy. It's not always the fastest way, but it will pay off in the end. Once they get older, they will become much more helpful. And Elva's still only 4, so I'm looking forward to seeing, a future, what it will bring, especially from reading the book Hunt Gather Parenting book, that really talks a lot about how to raise helpful kids. And there's a lot of good tips in there that I used on a daily basis, which is allowing your kids to be a part of your work, and to, when they take the broom out of your hand, just let them. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. They initiated that they want to help you. So really, that's a really good way to let them help. Hello, I just want to share with you one thing that I did my kitchen just recently, and I should have done this much earlier. That's why I want to share with you all, because I think this will help more people with creating more helpful kits, allowing the kids to be a part of your work. And that's why I really believe that it's so important that we allow our kids into our world. And that means we also have to change our environment, because right now our environment is just really centered around us. It's not really welcome for children. Like, think about the countertops. They're so high up, the kids cannot reach. And there's a lot of other things they cannot reach. We sit up on tables, we do everything up where they can't reach, which makes them really helpless, and it's sad because they're so competent. And then that's one thing that I did just recently. I was trying to share with you here on my countertop. I put all of our stuff down here, and really, it's so great, because then when we want to set the table, the kids can help. When we want to put dishes away, the kids can help. And it's been so great, and they really have been helping so much. And I just wanted to share that one thing with you all. I think you should try it out, because it's just a little thing in the day that will make them feel happy. One thing that we actually do, that I started a few months ago, is that we actually make our food often on the ground, on the floor. And this might sound like insane for some people, but my little baby, Summer, who's a baby, wants to be involved in everything. She feels so happy that she can see what I'm doing, and she just sits there and observes a lot. She'll grab some things and put it in her mouth, and spit it out, and try to help me put things in the bowl. And it's just been so amazing, because before we would just cook up here, and she would get really sad because she would want to come up, and then I'll put her on the countertops, and then it would become just messy. And it's of course also messy on the floor, but it's better. And I would say that it's just one of those things that we've done always. Before we started creating adult-sized things, we did everything on the floor, and I think it's really great. It might sound weird, but I'll show some videos in the future where I'll be preparing food on the floor and how it works. And yeah, thank you for watching.